Cool. So this short video is to help do some work to open the chest and strengthen the back. You can do it in a seated position or you can do it standing up, whatever suits you. I'm right now I'm sitting down, sitting on my heels, you could be sitting on a cushion, whatever. What we're looking for is a tall, straight spine. Now wherever you are, check that your ribs are stacked over your hips and that you're not thrusting them forward and creating a really deep arch in the lower back here. So tuck those ribs in, so tummy muscles are going to be engaged here. The chin drawn in towards the neck, just enough that the neck is long, not so much that you start sticking your chest forward and really straining. So as opposed to here, pulling up here, so the ear's over the shoulder, shoulder is over the hip. We're then going to bring our hands so that their palms faced up and elbows into the waist. So my elbow is directly below the shoulder here. Now when we start to do the movement, I want you to think about this upper arm bone turning out the way so that the shoulder blade here draws in the way. So as I bring that forward, my shoulder blade's coming forward. As I open it out, the shoulder blade is coming out. So we're going to start to activate these muscles in around the upper back. So what that looks like from front on is here, turning out and bringing it in. So notice as well as you're doing this, as you're pulling the hands out, that we don't start to go into back bend. So tummy muscles are going to stay engaged to keep the spine stacked in its most neutral position. So you might only have to do this a couple of times and things might start to feel a bit tired or a bit fatigued, and if that happens, just rest, shake your arms off, move your shoulders around, come back in whenever you want, and then open up. So the more you do this, the more range you're going to have coming out to the side, because the stronger these muscles at the back are going to get, the more relaxed the muscles at the front are going to get. So that's going to help open that up. And then to do that as much as you need or as you wish. And then the other exercise I'm going to give for you just now is the VW. I couldn't think of the letters there. Sorry. W is this position here. So elbow is still in line with the shoulders, in line with the waist. That's the W position. And then as we go into the V, we come up to take the arms straight out. So you'll notice the shoulders are not coming up and down here. What is happening as we're doing this is these muscles around the shoulder blades and down the side of the waist are going to activate as you bring that down and as you straighten that back up. So if you're familiar with the gym, there's a machine in there called the lateral pull down machine, and you sit in front of it and there's a bar overhead. You pull that down. So sometimes it's good to get that image in your mind that you're pulling down a heavy weight to help activate these muscles, and then as you're coming back up, pushing the weights up overhead to get that activation so that we're working these muscles up top. But we want to make sure that as we're pushing up, we're not bringing the shoulders up to the ears. We want to keep those shoulders down so that there's space in the neck. And that might mean that your arms have to go out a bit wider. That's absolutely fine for it to do. They don't need to come up here. Most people, when you bring your arm up here, the shoulder squeezes up to the ear and you crush into the neck. So go out at whichever angle feels good to keep shoulders broad and these shoulder blades at the back and these muscles down the sides of the ribs activated. Your tummy muscles are going to be drawn in here as well to help keep those ribs stacked, and so we don't put any pressure in on the lower back. If you get any questions about any of these, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me.